Scentsational Reblooming Daylilies. Ding, 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 ding. Now, why do we want a daylily? Because they're tough as nails. Why do we want a daylily? Because they come back time and time again, and because they're fragrant, and because if you're just learning how to garden like I am, a daylily won't leave you feeling like I'm a failure. A daylily will do its thing. $37.56, 2 easy payments of $18.78, and free shipping and handling on this. And Derek Wallin is here with me. We're looking at these flowers. We get like so many different varieties. 3 different varieties here?
There's 3 different varieties, and these are the cream of the crop in the world of daylilies. We personally went to Holland a couple years ago, had to wait to finally bring these varieties in this year. But what we're looking at is a daylily which not only reblooms, that means you're gonna have 4 months of solid flowers as opposed to just 3.5 to 4 weeks,
Whoa,
but are also
okay.
fragrant. What that means is there's 35,000 varieties of daylilies, okay? People love them. They're the easiest thing to grow. My grandfather, he used to say daylilies are too dumb to die. Hey, you stole that from me.
It's my favorite phrase.
And so
that you just said the other day, and
yeah.
now it's my new jam. They're too dumb to die.
I wish I was too dumb to die.
Me too.
But the thing is, so everybody loves them. The black thumbs can grow them, the first gardeners can grow them, but don't grow ordinary. I mean, why are you gonna waste your time putting in something that everybody else already has? What we're looking at here are 1% of the world's daylily offers, because there's 35,000 varieties.
Yeah.
Only 10% of those are reblooming, which means they have that extended bloom period.
Right.
And only 10% of those are also fragrant. So that's why I say cream of the crop. I really mean it.
Right. So longer bloom time, and fragrant.
Yeah.
And did you say, so then overall it's like 1% of the daylilies around?
Exactly. Now these 3 varieties we picked specifically because they had the biggest flowers, the sweetest fragrance, the best looking color, and the quantity of blooms. This one collection, the first year, produces around 600 flowers.
Whoa!
And it gets bigger and better every year after, because these are totally winter hardy, down to -30 below zero.
So can we plant them in the ground and in containers? Obviously they're in containers here, but
yeah,
what's your
here we have them in
recommendation?
containers.
Okay.
They do great. I like to put them in the ground only because then they're not limited. They can continue to expand.
Okay, yep.
But if you only have container space, they will be more than happy. Now, I want to show you
patios, decks, exactly. If you've got a smaller gardening space, go for it. The other thing is that when you move out, leave some flowers for somebody to, you know, all of a sudden have when they move in.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's nice,
they'll be reblooming. Yeah.
Now I want to show you, because
I love this when you show
what
us
I'm
this.
holding here is the most typical reblooming daylily.
Yeah.
It's called Stella d'Oro, and it's beautiful, no fragrance, but I just want to show you, when you compare it to the size and the color of what we have here, I mean, there really is no comparison. The flowers we have are 3 or 4 times bigger, they're fragrant, and you get a whole bunch more blooms on it. And the way daylilies work is every day you'll get a new bloom, and they'll last around 24 to 36 hours. Those will die, then a new flower will come up, then a new one. That's how, when we say over 600 flowers, you literally will have that many.
I mean, and I love it because it's you're watching kind of the circadian rhythms. So all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's my new bloom, and then that one went, and then another new bloom. It's almost like they're playing notes. So here are the field pictures, which always take my breath away.
In Holland.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so my Uncle Eric took that photo. I mean, I've also been to the fields in Holland. Some of them are on this real special island you gotta take a boat to get to. They're a real secret hideaway of the daylily world. But the reason we love these daylilies is because of their rarity, yet easy to grow and approachable manner. Daylilies, like we were mentioning at the beginning, they are one of those plants that when somebody comes to me and says, hey, you know, Derek, I just got a new house. What do I put in? Yeah. Daylilies. Why? They live forever. They're easy to grow, especially if you're not really familiar with what kind of soil you have. They don't care what kind of soil you have. Just put them in. If you right side up with the bulb upside down, they're going to grow for you.
They're not
picky. And with the varieties we have here, Daring Dilemma, this one's brand new this year. It's an award-winning variety. It has this very, very sweet light floral fragrance, but you can see this is like a designer quality color design.
You know what? When you say designer quality, I mean, honestly, you could think about seeing this in a bouquet, because I feel like daylilies come in floral bouquets, and you would pay twice this much for, you know, one floral bouquet, and it would be
easy.
over in a week. And here
you're
you're
gonna have
getting
so many stems. You're gonna have to
exactly.
probably
You're gonna make your own. It's M56571. That's your item number. And Marlene from Ohio is patiently waiting. Hi, Marlene. I'm Rachel. This is Derek Wallene. How are you?
Fine, Rachel. How are you tonight?
Really well. Loving talking about flowers. Are you planting your garden already?
Well, yeah. Actually, I am.
Good.
What it is I called for a couple reasons. I have put in a flower garden this past year. Well, it took me about 2 years now. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And I'm hand building everything in it, from the wall of the garden, which is going to be all wood, and it's built kind of like what you would see off of a river bank where you see the old canals, the old walls.
Nice.
And what it was, it started out because I had problems with the water coming up in my yard. And I live in a mobile home, which anybody who lives in mobile homes know the problems you have if you don't contain things like that.
Yeah.
So during that time, I lost my daughter with the H1N1. I lost a sister in 13, and then I just lost my mother back here in 16. So needless to say, I was falling apart.
Right.
And this had been, my garden has been a lot of therapy for me. So I am building a memorial garden. And it's all being done by hand. And Jackie used to watch QVC all the time, and she got an awful lot of stuff through QVC. And I thought, well, I want to see what kind of flowers you have, because the place that I, buy my flowers here at home, and I can't knock them. They're a wonderful place, and honestly, they're $1 a piece. So it takes time to grow just a little piece of weed or a bulb that has set. But I say the good Lord's blessed me because they're coming up. But I need something that's going to be more of a background type flower, something where I could put where it's tall, but won't take the area that I'm working in. And that's why I was looking, and my goodness, your daylilies, I've never seen nothing like that before. And we grew up growing lilies. That was our flowers as we was growing up.
Yeah, Marlene, these sound just like what you need.
Yeah, Marlene, these sound like something for you to try for sure. And I think, honestly, Derek, you'd probably just be humbled that your flowers are going in a memorial garden. It sounds phenomenal, Marlene, and you're doing it all by hand. What a beautiful and heartfelt tribute to all of your loved ones who've passed.
Well, the way you got your flower shaped there, if you step out away from them and look at them, they look like a big heart.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Now that I'm looking, do you see? It does. It looks like a heart. You're right.
It looks like a big heart, yeah. So what my question is, would these grow along a bank side?
Yes, they
along
definitely
the creek
will.
Where there's a lot of sand.
Oh yeah, definitely. These are one of the least picky plants, but personally in the fields in Holland, especially the ones on the island, plenty of sand. I mean, it's practically all sand, and that's where these are bred. So they love that kind of condition specifically.
Oh, well, what about, I can see you talking, sir, but I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying that they love sandy conditions.
Yep.
And with the ones that you had on just a little bit ago, the flower, the birds and the butterflies take and like so much the butterfly bush?
Yeah.
Yes, the butterfly bushes will as well. You know what, Marlene, if you turn down your television, you'll be able to hear us better through the phone, and then you won't experience that delay. That might help.
It's all the way down.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, yes, the butterfly bushes, because that's the ones I particularly like to have, because living out here in the country, we're losing our butterflies and things like that. And I want to try, at the same time, it being a memorial garden, I would like to try to build flower gardens for insects, or butterflies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
That is a great idea, Marlene. So those will be the butterfly ones, and then these will be the ones that are beautiful, fragrant. In the background, reblooming daylilies. Marlene, thank you so much for calling. And if you have a moment, please send a picture on Rachel Bozen QVC of your garden. Thank you so much. So These flowers are the 9-piece huge sensational reblooming daylilies, $37.56, and you are receiving 9 pieces for that $37.56. 2 easy payments of $18.78. You get the Daring Dilemma, the Francis of Assisi, and the South Seas, 3 of each. I love that. And please use your Q card. You can put that on 3 easy payments. Okay, so my pick of the show. Finally, we love my pick of the show.